Vinland Saga was definitely not what I was expecting. As an anime-only watcher for a long time, I expected Vinland Saga to be about a very, very aggressive individual, Thorfinn. As someone who watched season 1 of the anime, I was expecting something rather gory and violent. Since it's season 1, that was especially true. But if you were expecting the exact same thing from season 2 to season 1, you might just be disappointed. Well, maybe. Let me explain. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. So, season 1 of Vinland Saga was very much about Thorfinn trying to get his revenge on his father killer, Askeladd. Well, except in the end of season 1, we see Askeladd dying and Thorfinn wasn't actually the one who killed him. This kind of mentally broke Thorfinn, and he was sent off to slavery and all his will to live kind of died. While season 1 was the adventure, the prologue to the actual narrative and story that was yet to come, we don't actually see Thorfinn become what his father wanted him to become. We don't get the reason for why the show is called Vinland Saga. Well, Vinland is mentioned in it, but there isn't really much to justify it. When Thorfinn ends up going to slavery and his will to live is broken, he finds salvation in his father's words. So season 2 isn't actually about whether Thorfinn is an aggressive, bloodthirsty killer. It's more of his redemption arc. And let me tell you, it is quite amazing. There is a large number of people that consider Vinland Saga to be at the same levels of Berserk, which I'm currently reading, and One Piece, and pretty much in contention of what are considered the best mangas of all time. You see, the reason for all this greatness wasn't actually the bloodthirstiness and aggression of Thorfinn that was brought to light, but actually how him being that bloodthirsty killer actually eats away at him. And his redemption arc is probably what makes this manga be considered so amazing. And you see, while I could spoil everything for you and tell you the exact plot that happens and why this and that happens, all I'm gonna say is adjust your expectations, for the next season of Vinland Saga isn't actually gonna be all about aggression and bloodthirstiness. While there is some fights and stuff like that, that is not the main focus of this manga. Rather than give up on it, I'll actually say you should definitely get more into it. It is quite amazing, but don't expect it to be all about fighting. As we all know, season 2 is right around the corner. And while I could sit here and lie to you and tell you that I wasn't hoping that there would be fighting in the second season of Vinland Saga before reading the manga, I will say that you should totally give it a try. So, for this reason, I will definitely recommend you either sit and wait for season 2, which will be a great one, or if you don't want to, go ahead and read the manga. It is quite incredible.